guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this makeup tutorial for you guys. Now I actually filmed this look a while ago. I'm talking like almost 3 or 4 months ago. I lost all of the footage, almost nearly all of the footage, and I was so upset. And I just had pieces missing everywhere, and I was like, I'm not putting this up, I'm not putting this crap up. So I finally refilmed it because it's one of my favorite looks that I've done. I'm so excited to show you guys how I achieved this look today. I used a few different palettes. I used some of the Kristen Leanne. I used a single shadow by Anastasia, and then of course the ABH Subculture palette is probably the main part of this entire look. Please leave me your video requests down in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys want to see. Again, things change on YouTube all the time, and people are doing more reviews and challenges than they are doing tutorials and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to be boring. I want you guys to have fun while you watch this. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media. You guys can find me on Snapchat and Instagram and all that fun stuff. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you guys can get notified every time I upload to YouTube. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and jump right into the makeup tutorial. Alright, so first I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids. I'm using the Benefit Stay Don't Stray primer. You guys know this is my ride or die. I always go for this. And then I'm going to blend that out with this Sigma P80 brush. You can use your finger, you don't have to use a brush, but I just use a brush and blend it out evenly. And then I'm going to go into the Kristen Leanne Daydream Palette, and I'm just going to take this first white shade. I cannot remember the name of it, but I'm just going to take this shade and I'm going to place that all over my lid, from the lid all the way up to the brow bone, just to set that primer so everything else is nice and smooth. I'm going to take the color Subscribe and Daydream, and I'm going to take this Ardell Tools blending brush, and I'm going to apply this to the crease area. This is just going to be our mapping of the crease color that we're going to be using. This is Sienna by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking this is an It Cosmetics blending brush, and I'm going to go ahead and take that and pop that into the outer corner and blend that up into the crease. Now I'm only taking a little bit first, and then I'm going to go ahead and pile this on. This is going to be one of the main colors as far as the crease goes, so you'll see that I take a little bit, I blend it out, and then I take some more and blend it out, and then later on I'm going to add some more of this color just to make sure that this crease is nice and red and nice and deep. We don't want it to be too light because we are going to be using pretty dark colors for the lower part of the crease. Then I'm going to take this Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of Daydream, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. Here I go, I'm going to take that Sienna color again, and I'm going to go ahead and add some more. I just love this color. I love the red tones in it, and I thought it was perfect for this look. It didn't show up as much after I got done blending, but that's okay. I really love the way it looked. I'm going to go ahead and take the ABH Subculture palette, and I'm going to take this teal shade on the end, and I'm going to take that with a flat brush, and I'm going to apply that to the outer corner, and then I'm going to take a small tapered blending brush, and I'm going to blend that out. I'm working really slow and lightly with this color because, as you know, the Subculture palette has a way of kind of not blending very well, and I wanted to make sure that this color was nice and blended. It worked really well. Again, I'm one of those lucky ones that didn't have a problem with the Subculture palette, and I love this color and I love this palette, so I'm really glad that I was able to work with it. I'm going to take some concealer on my MAC brush. This is a 212, I believe. And I'm going to go ahead and carve out where I'm going to place my lid color. Now I'm just taking this brush and I'm just going to literally map out. I make sure that I'm looking pretty straight on when I'm doing the second eye to my mirror, just to make sure that they're nice and even. I don't want one too high or one too low. It just looks really awkward when you're doing sort of cut crease looks like this. So I'm just going to take that and then blend it into the teal shade. Then I'm going back in with that tapered blending brush, and I'm going to make sure that this is nice and blended. The concealer is not too harsh. And then we're going to go in with this shade right here. This is from the ABH Subculture palette. Again, I can't even remember all of these shade names. I own so much makeup, I just can't I can't even remember it. Ugh, I wish I could remember this one. This is that goldish green shade. I love it. It looks so good on top of teal eyeshadow. If you want a really pretty color with this, place a teal eyeshadow down and then pop this color right on top. It is so amazing. So I make sure that I blend this color into the teal so it's nice and meshed together and it's not like a harsh straight line down my eye. I'm going to start on my face, and I'm going to take the Smashbox primer water. I actually forgot to put on primer, so I didn't skip over it. I literally forgot to put a primer on. So I'm jumping straight into foundation, and I'm using the L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is in the shade Natural Beige. I'm taking my Pure Cosmetics sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and just blend that out nice and evenly. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I need a lighter shade because I'm very pale right now, but it is one of my favorites. It just looks good on, like, anytime I put it on, it looks good. It is so beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Shape Tape concealer. This is in the shade Light Sand. You guys know that I've been looking for a new concealer. I'm kind of over the whole Shape Tape thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of over it. So I'm looking for a new concealer that is really similar to this, but maybe not as full coverage. I don't know. As you can see, it is a lot. So I'm going to take that, blend it out, and then I'm taking the end of my sponge where I blended in my foundation and making sure that that blends pretty nice and evenly. I'm taking the Pure Cosmetics Cameo contour stick, and then I'm going to contour my cheekbones, my forehead, and add a little bit underneath my bottom lip to make that structured, make sure it looks a little more plump. I'm blending that out with a brush and then also with my Beauty Blender sponge. Again, this is not a Beauty Blender, it's a Pure Cosmetics sponge, but same difference. Then I'm going in with the Kat Von D Lock It Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and set that under eye. I've been applying it very quickly, and then I will just dust it off right away. I ran out of my Laura Mercier one, so I'm using this one. This one's pretty good. It definitely brightens up your under eye, but sometimes it can get a little stuck and a little cakey. Then I'm going in with my Bahama Mama bronzer by the Balm Cosmetics with this Delium Tools angled contour brush, and I'm just going to bronze up my face. This is my favorite bronzer ever. I use it all the time, and I'm so glad I have a backup of it because I am hitting pan for once on something. So I'm really excited for this. I'm going to go in with this Makeup Geek blush. This is in Chivalry, and again, this blush is so pigmented. You only need to literally tap your brush into it and you will get so much pigment on it, so I'm very lightly using this. I'm going to take that Kristen Leanne Beauty Beam palette, and I'm going to take the middle shade and the last shade in the palette. I'm going to mix those together, and I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, all of the places that I want to highlight. Then I'm going into that Daydream palette again, and I'm going to use the same colors that I used in my crease, and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. You guys will see that I cut out a lot of it because you couldn't see anything that I was doing. And then I'm going to take that teal shade from the Subculture palette, and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line as well. I'm actually using this highlight as my brow bone highlight because it's one of my favorites, and I also realized that I forgot to do an inner corner highlight. For mascara, I'm applying the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash Mascara, and I'm just applying one tiny little coat. I don't need too much because I am applying falsies, and the ones that I'm using are by Pure Cosmetics, and I believe these are the Bombshell lashes. They're my favorite. I had to really clean them off because they were so gross, so I had to work with them. They're my favorite ones. I'm going to apply a little bit of that same mascara to my lower lash line. Again, I only did one eye because I suck at filming. And then I'm going to apply some black eyeliner to my lower lash line, and then I'm also going to tightline with it, but again, I suck at this, so you only see one eyeball when I do it. And also tightlining is really hard, so I can't do it. For lips, I'm going to take a MAC Strip Down Lip Liner, and I'm just going to apply that to the outer portion of my lips and making sure I'm just lining, making my lips look a little more fuller than they are. And then I'm going to take the Kristen Leanne Bun Bun lipstick, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that onto my lips. And this is one of my favorite nudes so far, so I've been definitely getting my use out of it. Alright you guys, so that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really love doing these type of fun looks. You guys know that I love color. I love playing with color. It's one of my favorites. I need to start doing a little more creative looks. I am planning on doing some kind of out of the box looks. I don't know if you guys are into seeing things like that, but I definitely want to start incorporating some more creative type looks. I really want to get more into that, and I feel like I have my creative juices just flowing right now. Again, all of the products are always listed down below for you guys, so in case you guys missed something throughout the video, you guys can go down below, check it out. Again, don't forget to leave me your video suggestions down below. I would love to know what you guys want to see from me. And I think that's it. I'm so excited. I hope you guys love this look. Okay. Please, if you guys recreate any of my looks, please don't forget to tag me on Instagram and stuff like that so I can go and check out your work. I love finding new artists to follow. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I think that's it. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.